Cowboys training camp presented by AA Best Bail Bonds. MyBestBailBonds.com.
ESPN SA app, joined by J.J. Wilcox, safety for the Dallas Cowboys here on Dallas Cowboys training camp.
Hey, JJ, first of all, thank you for your time, man. Thank you for joining us. I know how it is when camp is over and you're ready to get back. Okay, look.
So how is it? Camp is over, you're just ready to get back?
You're ready to get back and lay down because you got to come back for practice.
Yeah.
You know the way a team works.
Mm-hmm.
You know, what advice would you give? I don't like my co-host. So, sometimes you have disagreements throughout the course of a season or in training camp or whatnot. How do you get through those?
You got to know what the ultimate goal is, and that's the championship in the Super Bowl, So you have to put your pride to the side and understand that it's bigger than you. It's bigger than yourself. And, just go out here and fight every day for each other and know that they got your back just like I got your back. So you have to understand what the goal is and, keep that in the forefront of your head.
So what's the goal?
Oh, no.
No championship here, huh?
I have no idea.
They don't measure radio shows and championships. So it's tough to have that big goal in mind, know? J.J. Wilcox joining us. So this is what, year 3 for you playing safety?
Yeah.
3 years playing safety.
Yep.
You were young.
Four.
This is so. Okay, last year at Georgia Southern.
Yep, my last year.
And then
going on 3 years here.
Oh, so this is year 3 for you with the Cowboys.
Yep.
So what? I mean, how do you were what, a running back prior to that?
Yeah, receiver my freshman year, running back sophomore, junior, and safety my senior year.
Okay, so now you've probably been safety for a more consistent period than you've played any other position.
Yeah,
but
I agree.
How do you feel now being kind of knowing what the expectation is for you?
Last year I felt like I was in elementary school. Now I feel like I'm in middle school. So I'm just taking a step up, and but it's a big step, and I'm still learning on the go. That's the fast thing is I just don't want to be labeled as a safety that just has potential. I want to go in and prove that I can do it and learn fast on the run and help this team out. We at the point now where we don't need any more guys that have potential. We need to get over that hump and get this thing done and get it won for guys like Whitten and Romo, the guys that's on the back end of their career. So I take pride in it and learning it, and I got help from Church and Sean Lee and McClay and Hardy, those guys. I see the way they attack it, and I try to attack it the same way, and try to get this ultimate goal.
Can you explain to the listeners how important, I love when, and I'm calling you young because you're in your first year, but when a young man comes on and he gives credit to those that have come before him, and you just talked about some of the guys that have come before you and are helping you throughout the process of learning, not just really what it is to be a safety, but what it is to be a professional athlete. Can you talk about how instrumental those guys are that have been through the fire in your production and your growth process?
Yeah, it's big. You big. Like I said, I got a 10, 11-year Pro Bowler with, I look at him every day, how he attack life, how he attack practice, how he attacks the game, and how he take it serious. And, as a football player, your goal is to be the best at your position, to get to the Pro Bowl and, be a big-time star for your team. So if you want to come in and attack it the way you want to, you have to learn and watch the guys and, just be observant, because when you come into this league, you as a rude awakening. You think you got it all and you think you're the best of the best, and it's like 2 steps ahead of you. So I learned that real quick, and unfortunately I had Will Allen with me, help me get over that rookie hump and just to stay focused and think like a professional, because that's what you is now. And your time is so limited, and you try to find out the best way to get in and attack it. So
what is that from Jason Witten's perspective? So what have you observed from Jason Witten? Because that seems to be a guy that you've named a couple times now as being kind of instrumental for your growth.
Well, I go against him every day. So like I said, I go out there, I have to take my lunch pail and my hard hat every day to practice, and he just the way he attacks it. A guy that's going into year 13 can sprint 30 yards down the field. It's nothing for me to go off and tag off on a running back. He could be the guy that just, don't practice to do nothing. He does the sprints with us. And he attacks everything full speed, like it's gameplay. And then in the game, what you see is just the easy part. It's routine to him because he does it every day at practice. So I take pride in that and just watching him. If guy in year 13 can attack it full speed, why can't I go into year 3?
Yeah, what are your personal individual goals for this upcoming season?
Just be the best safety, the best free safety for the Dallas Cowboys. That's what I want to do. I want to come in, eliminate and just keep sharpening my iron because, like I said, I'm a young player. So I watch Church and watch the way he moves. And hey, how did you read that so fast? Ask questions. I stay in Church face all the time because, like I say, he's a great player. I love playing with Church. And he talks to me, communicates, he understands his game, and like I say, he seems like he's a step ahead of everything. So I stay just asking questions and learning and just keep doing the small things and get good at it because Marinelli pride and, just having a simple defense but playing fast. So once you got a D coordinator like that wants you to play fast, you have to take pride in the small things.
Have you guys watched game film of the Packers game?
Bits and pieces.
Bits and pieces.
Yeah.
Here at training camp?
Yes.
What are the kinds of things you've watched from that game?
Just the small things, missing tackles. I had 2 or 3 big missed tackles that game, and it still sit home to me. So that's the main help I want to attack. And game, I got a circle, just not just because it's Green Bay, but just because, I let my team down. And I take pride in that, and I'm a competitor. So, they had a good scheme, a good thing going. But just the small things, missing technique, alignment, assignment, small things like that.
But as a team, you guys watched film of that game.
Yes.
And what was maybe the prevailing thought from that game? And how do you move forward from that game to start here now?
Well, you got a little positive to it. We was 2 minutes away from winning it and going to the championship. So we did some good things, but obviously we didn't do enough good things. So we learned from the positive and learned from the negative. And I took a big approach in it, and I got that game, I watch it every day, and I learned from that, the way attack angles and open field tackle and a lot of great things. So just look at it, look at the small stuff, and, it's not all negative because, like I said, we was 2 minutes away from winning. So, just attack the small things at the key and, the competitive greatness situations.
If you think about your life and the way you were raised and through college, did you ever think that you would be where you are right now?
No. I knew I had to work ethic. I knew maybe I got a shot free agent playing a little receiver and running back, but I never thought I'd be a third-round pick playing starting safety for the Dallas Cowboys. Never in my life.
So what about starting punt returner? Starting kick returner?
Maybe when I was playing running back, I thought maybe kick returner.
No, but what about this year for the Cowboys? They have a need at those positions.
Yeah.
Dwayne Harris gone. How do you factor into being a punt returner, kick returner this year?
I can do it. I feel like I can do it. Year 3, I'm still got a little juice in me. My moves a little old and rusty now, so I have to bring them out the toolbox.
If your moves is old and rusty after 3 years. Woo.
Yeah, well, I'm going backwards now. I'm not going forward no more. So a lot of my movements and my motions is going backwards.
Right.
So and kick return, you don't ever want to go backwards. So.
True. So, I mean, but as far as the solidification of that position, it's obviously a huge need for this team. I mean, how much – is it too early in camp to tell? Or, I mean, how do you know how that battle's going? Are you part of that battle? I mean, how do you because that's going to be one of the most important things to look for this year at camp.
Yeah, we lost a good returner in Dwayne. He was, as you can see, he was terrific back there. So we got some big footsteps in the field. But every day is a battle out here. Like I say, my name's in the bunch. You got Padman, you got McFadden, you got Dunbar. So it's a lot of good guys back there battling out. So like I say, it's still early day 2. We got a long process. Even in preseason, even during the season, that might could change. So you have to stay ready, know the plays, know your assignment, and just be ready when your number's called.
Tyler Patman and Dez got into it the other day in practice. Is that just two personalities kind of clashing like that? Like, you seem like a pretty laid back guy. It doesn't seem like I'd read about you fighting with Dez Bryant.
Well, no, you just two competitors going at it, man. They want to be great. Patman, he did some great things last year as a free agent, and he want to show the world and show the Dallas Cowboys I can be a starter too for this franchise. So he's going at it. Dez is one of the best receivers in the league right now, so he just got that competitive nature. And when you got two competitive people going at it, battling, fighting every day, scratching, clawing to be the best. Tempers flyer, and it's part of being brothers.
Is he one of the best, or is he the best?
He's the best to me.
He is, isn't he?
Yeah, he's a monster.
Did you ever think for a second that he wasn't going to be here at camp because of all the things going on with his contract and whatnot?
I figured they would get it figured out because camp is where you build your team, your camaraderie, and you want everybody here locked and loaded in. You don't need no outside distractions and stuff. So I knew Jerry Jones, they're the best at what they do, and I knew Dez would be ready to go, and I'm glad he's a part of my team.
Sorry to go back, but we were talking about last year in the Green Bay Packers game. Mm-hmm. How much do you lose last year to build on becoming the player that you want to be this year?
in this league, you have to have a quick sense of forgetting stuff, but
amnesia.
Amnesia a little bit, but you got to remember that you didn't get where you wanted to get at. So you got to keep it, a part of your life to keep you motivated and keep pushing, but also you have to understand that, hey, they're good at what they do too. They get paid on the other side. So, just find something different that you did. Find some different this year that you didn't do last year. And, I worked on that a lot in my training, just open field tackling and all that good stuff, because I know now my role is to be part of the back end, so I have to be good at that. And, it's kind of solidified now. Church is kind of, one of the best box players it is. So with that being said, I have to learn and master the deep end. So I'm learning the different roles. So I think I'm going to take it pretty good, and I'm excited.
Yeah, and watching that game last year, I heard you mention earlier about, you missed a couple tackles. And sometimes it's great to see what you need to improve on,
right?
Like to actually visually see, they say the film doesn't lie, to actually get an opportunity to sit down, look at the film and see where you can improve, and when you saw that, did you change up your workouts as far as something that you needed to improve on from watching that tape?
Right, yeah, I worked on a lot of stuff. Coach Henderson and my coach Joe Baker does a great job in putting me in drills and live situations. So I worked on a lot this off season and shuffling and shooting. It's a small tackling technique that I use from the back end. So you have to take your pride out. I like to thrive on making big hits. So you have to be under control back in the back end. I learned that, and you can't be an unaimed missile. So you have to take your pride out a little bit and know it's bigger than you, and just learn and shuffle, shoot, and get yourself in a great position to get the guy down.
J.J. Wilcox joining us in ESPN San Antonio. Can this team get to where it needs to go farther than it was last year if the defense is the same as it was last year? No doubt.
No doubt in my mind. We got a lot of guys that's locked in, and, we got some guys that get up the pass rushes. Our back end is connected and building even more. And in the offense, as you can say, they're going to put up points. We got the best guys at each position. We got the best receiver, the best tight end. We got one of the best quarterbacks, and the old line is one of the best ones. So going against them every day makes us better too, and make our D line good too. So we're excited, and we got some guys that's all in and ready to get after it.
Yeah, for me, we do different interviews with different players, and I take my hat off to you, man, because you said a couple things that really resonated with me, and the fact of asking a lot of questions, looking up to the veterans for leadership, and I wish you all the best, man. I hope you have a very, very blessed and successful season.
Thank you, man. Thank you.
J.J. Wilcox joining us, 1250 ESPN San Antonio, 94.5 FM, the new ESPN SA app.